Hey, what's up guys? I hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to talk about how certain things can lower your vibration as well as how people around you can lower your vibration. Cause the vibration on this earth is so negative and low right now. Now the people you're around is probably one of, if not the most important thing that affects your vibration without you realizing. Energy has always been one of those things that you can't really explain but you can only feel. It's almost kind of esoteric in a sense, but everyone knows that it exists. It's kind of like, you know how there's some people who can just light up a room with their presence alone? Some people are just naturally overflowing with a bright, warm energy because they're vibrating at a high frequency. Like, you know that person that arrives to the hangout and just brightens up and warms up the entire mood and makes everyone feel better and open up to everyone? I mean, it's the same thing, it's because that person is vibrating at a high energy. While some other people kind of perfuse negativity and a dull, dark energy and just brings everything down. Energy isn't something that's really tangible but can be felt by everyone because everything is energy. Like for example, you know when someone is behind you even if you don't hear any steps or see that person, you can just feel it. That's because of energy. Everything is energy and that energy is constantly vibrating. Again, it's not really something that can be explained by like science, but as spiritual beings having human experiences, sensing energy is almost like a sixth sense unless you're a bot vibrating at a low frequency. That's why immediately when we meet people, we usually get a sense of who they are. A first impression, if you will. It's not because of what they say or what you think of them, but because of the energy you sense from them. The higher your vibration, the better you are at sensing someone else's energy. And based off that energy, you can get a pretty clear picture on how they're feeling, who they are, etc. And you also attract people with similar energy or vibration as you. Low vibrational people attract low vibrational people and high vibrational people attract high vibrational people. You attract whatever your vibrational frequency is or whatever energy you're putting out. Whether that be people, circumstances, or experiences. It's almost kind of like momentum as it pertains to life itself. The more positive thoughts you put in your heart, the more daily affirmations you have, or gratitude, or just positive energy in general, it sets off a chain of events that overall boost all aspects of your life, including the people you surround yourself with. The same goes for negative energy. For example, let's say you wake up with a cold and that puts you in a bad mood. Therefore, the rest of your day is negative because of that outlook. The energy you put out because of that becomes negative and everything that happens afterwards is seen from a negative point of view. And then it translates to the rest of your day or your work, etc. However, if you wake up with a cold and you say that, you know what, I'm alive, I woke up this morning and I have another opportunity, that positive energy translates to everything you perceive and do for the rest of that day. Positive energy and vibrations attract positive experiences, momentum if you will. High vibrational people can also raise the vibration of low vibrational people. For example, if there's someone you know who makes you feel warm and like everything's gonna be okay, or you feel like you can just connect and talk to this person and they make you open up, that's you absorbing their energy and them raising your vibration through the interaction. However, the opposite can also be the case where a low vibrational person drags a high vibrational person down. See, we naturally distance ourselves with energies of the opposite of what we're putting out. Every time you interact with someone, whether that be in person or through conversation using technology, you're exchanging energies with them depending on how much output you're giving. And we don't truly understand the extent of how people we surround ourselves with really affect us. Like, it might sound like common sense that if you surround yourself with negative people, you become negative as well. Like, you hear that and that's like, yeah, no shit, right? But we don't truly understand how deep it goes. For example, our thoughts, our beliefs, and our values, and maybe even our ambitions, is insanely impacted by the people we surround ourselves with. And this is why the one thing I advocate for the most is for people to think for themselves. If you can't think for yourself, you're going to live a life predicated on what others think and what others believe and what others value. For example, if someone believes in certain limitations in their lives, just being around that person, you're slowly going to subconsciously put those limits on yourself because they're going to transfer their limits and beliefs onto you. The opposite can also be the case where you're around someone who feels like they have no limits and can do anything. They raise your energy and vibration to a point where you also begin to think on the same level and on the same frequency. Remember, someone doesn't even necessarily have to be in a negative mood or energy to lower your vibration. Someone can lower your vibration just based off low vibrational thinking or ideas. For example, the most common way people around you can affect or lower your vibration is peer pressure for drinking alcohol or doing drugs. 9 times out of 10, this is something that never would have crossed your mind if the people around you weren't doing it, or if it wasn't perceived a certain way by other people. And alcohol and drugs are things that definitely put you at a very low vibration. Remember, misery loves company. When people are at a low vibration, they hate feeling alone. They want to share that energy with the people around them and drag them down as well. People feel better when they're at a low point and see the people around them also at a low point, so that they don't feel alone. It's kind of a selfish thing, but human nature by default are self-interested. When you surround yourself with someone who's at a low vibration, filled with negativity, you naturally take on some of that energy. You absorb those vibrations and perspectives and their beliefs and fears and infuse them with your own. People might begin to see them in you and you in them. Now, it doesn't mean you have to drop these people, as I know most of us have at least one or two of these people in our lives. However, it's very important to draw boundaries with low vibrational people. Remember, boundaries are key to relationships you have with people around you, because there are certain people that will just drain your energy and drag you down. For example, if my energy and my vibration is on a high frequency, I can't get into a 2-hour conversation with someone about hating something or someone, or about how life sucks or some situation that's stupid. I mean, we all have had experiences with those people. Like, I swear, I remember in high school, there were so many people that I was around that would constantly talk and complain about drama and other people, etc. And I always remember just being like, I can't imagine being you, or stressing out about literal nonsense, or having these things occupy my mind. And it wasn't even one of those things where it's like subjective and maybe it's important to them. Like, no, it was legit stupid things that people would talk about and complain for hours and days. So yeah, remember, boundaries are key. You'll learn to stop taking things personal from them and realize that their negativity and their problems and attacks have nothing to do with you but their own unhappiness. Remember, as long as you don't internalize any of the negatives or resonate with their frame of reality, you won't experience it. Now, obviously this is easier said than done, but this is how you protect your energy and your vibration. And you know that saying, I'm not who I think I am, I'm not who you think I am who I think you think I am. I know it's kind of confusing, but take a second to think about that. A lot of what most people believe of themselves are based off what they think other people think of them. So for example, if I think my friend thinks I'm a nice person, naturally that's how I'll see myself. Or if I think people perceive me as a timid or shy person, then that's how I'll see myself, regardless of what I actually think of myself. If you don't have the capacity to think for yourself, or already have a strong sense of self-identity based on what you know of yourself, this can be extremely dangerous. Because it's these subtle aspects in which the people around us affect us and we don't even realize. So you gotta be conscious of who you surround yourself with and who you choose to give your energy to and who you let affect your energy, your vibration. You gotta protect your energy. And also a few other things that lower your vibration are music you listen to, the things you eat, the environment you're in, and of course media and social media. The reason why we like music so much is because of the way it makes us feel. Plain and simple. There's almost nothing that moves your energy faster than music. When we're sad, we like to listen to sad songs, and when we're happy, we like to listen to uplifting music. If we're feeling reminiscent, we listen to nostalgic music. If we're feeling amped, you listen to drill music or hard music. Even research shows that music has an effect on your physical state in terms of your brainwaves, breathing, heart rate, and state of mind. Music can raise your vibrations through relaxation, meditation, positive focus, and affirmations. I'm pretty sure I don't have to go in depth on the effects of music on your energy and vibration, as I'm sure everyone has felt this for themselves. And of course, the things we eat and the things we consume. I mean, this one's just kind of common sense. Fruits and vegetables, limiting processed food, cutting sugar, whole grain, lots of water, etc. And of course, avoid fast food as much as you can. I don't know if there's anything that lowers your energy and vibration more than fast food. That shit'll make you tired, fat, unhealthy, and it'll make you feel tired and overall just feel like shit. It's kinda crazy to see how there's really a visible difference between the energies and vibrations of people who eat healthy versus unhealthy. Like, you can see it. Some people just have that glow and that energy, while some other people who eat unhealthy all the time have the exact opposite. Obviously everything in moderation if you can't cut it out, but you get the point. Something else that lowers your vibration is your environment. As people and as living beings that vibrate on different frequencies, our bodies need natural light and air. Nature provides harmonic frequencies that help elevate our mood and energy. When you're stuck inside a room with no natural light coming through, your vibration and your energy is going to be insanely low, and this dull and dark energy will spill over to all aspects of your life. It's important to be in an environment that's constantly raising your vibration. This could mean just going for a walk in nature or going for a walk outside, getting some sun and fresh air. It's the same reason why the weather has such an effect on our moods. You know how plants need sunlight through photosynthesis? It's because the sun and sunlight is literally energy. We as human beings are no different. We need the sun. We need sunlight and the energy that comes from it. And also declutter your environment. That also helps a lot because your environment is a reflection of your mental state. Lastly, another thing that has a huge effect on lowering your vibration is media or social media. Pretty sure I talked about this more than a few times, so no need to go in depth. Just be conscious of what you're consuming, especially nowadays. What you're letting affect your thoughts and your mental and your energy. There's so much BS in the world nowadays, I could probably go on and on forever talking about all the negative effects of media and social media. Just remember that what you take in from it has an immeasurable impact on your energy and vibration in ways that can't be explained. So just keep that in mind. Remember, the people you surround yourself with have a direct and indirect effect on all of these things. And like Albert Einstein said, everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. There can't be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. Anyways, if you got to this point, thanks for listening, I appreciate it. Not for the view, but for the listen. I want to break this matrix so bad. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, protect your energy, and raise your vibration. Meditate and don't worry about the BS. And with that said, make sure you guys stay true. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Peace.